What's good, YouTube? Today we're back here on some more Call of Duty Black Ops 6 multiplayer. And of course, as you guys know, they did add the Kilo back here with the Season 3 update. But a lot of people don't know that the Kilo is basically considered the ACR from the OG Call of Duties. Once you throw on a couple set of attachments here, you basically get the ACR look from OG Call of Duties back in the day. Of course, none of that does happen without the Gunsmith being in Black Ops 6. And actually seeing if it does live up to the hype of the ACR back in the day of being one of the most broken assault rifles in Call of Duty. But if you are new to the channel, for the drop a like in the video, Scott, if you guys are brand new, let's use this ACR. So we have the ACR here in Black Ops 6, and we also threw on the OG Red Tiger camo as well, just to give it all of the throwback Call of Duty vibes for this weapon. We had the Kilo for about, I want to say maybe a week or two now, and it kind of just hit me recently to where it's like, wait, the Kilo has always been considered the ACR if you just put the right attachments on it and just convert it into that sort of ACR-esque look. Wow, I kind of missed like every shot right there. That was actually horrible. But the attachments I threw on here was honestly only to strictly help with the recoil, and honestly to also help the look of the weapon, because if you know the ACR has always been known for just being a zero recoil machine and one of the easiest weapons to use ever. So if you're going to use an ACR, definitely got to use the ACR right and just make it to where it's just an absolute laser of a gun. And that was exactly my only goal with this weapon. I just died through the box. What the heck was that? But that's also another thing why the Gunsmith is actually such a W and one of the best things to ever grace Call of Duty. And I say it every single time I recreate some sort of gun or just bring back some sort of OG weapon, because without the Gunsmith, a lot of this stuff just isn't possible. Damn, bro, I lost that. That's insane. Oh my god, bro. It's like it's not even like moving. Oh my goodness. I personally never got to experience the ACR back in the day or like in its prime, so I generally don't know how it really was. I just go based off, you know, what I've heard and what I hear about it. But using this gun, the Kilo, we had like the ISO Hemlock also in Modern Warfare 2 a couple years ago, and then we had the MCW last year in Modern Warfare 3, which is basically all just premises and just remake models of the ACR. So those are the weapons that I personally know. I don't know the ACR for what it really was back in the day, but these models are basically more of like the, I don't want to say futuristic or the better versions, but they're definitely more of like the, I guess the modern version of the ACR. Oh my god, this ACR is criminal. This ACR is criminal. Oh my god, hold on, what am I doing? Wait, no, there's only one kid. There's only one kid. I'm not gonna get it. Bro, no, how lucky I have to get for that spawn. Run inside, run inside, run inside. No, I'm not gonna get it. I might. I got it. Call it. Oh my god. I'm looking one person. Well, I'll take it, whatever. I'll take it. That's the ACR. What more you want from me at this point? Truly. It's just one person, bro. What more you want from me? I personally enjoy just finding, you know, certain random guns in the game and just converting them into OG Call of Duty weapons, because that is the whole premise of the Gunsmith. Like literally the Gunsmith being added in Modern Warfare 2019 was literally made so you can create just basically one, whatever gun you want, and then two, it's the simple fact that you can, you know, bring back OG weapons as long as they have the base of said gun that you're trying to make. Like in this game, the Gunsmith isn't as like customizable or just as like has many options to it, but if you get the base weapon of a certain gun, you can just put mimic of certain attachments on it to give it that look. And that's basically what I did here with the Kilo, basically making it into the ACR. I can't believe I even got a nuke last game, especially just that one kid. That was actually kind of insane. Oh my god, nice little double kill. And of course, whenever you do stuff like this, you also kind of, you know, have to use like your imagination, because obviously, you know, the gun isn't basically that said gun. You just have to, you know, use your mind and just give it that sort of. Oh my god, he almost just Tom Brady the Molotov at me. What the heck? But you do have to use your imagination for some of these things, because a lot of these guns do have that look, but to give it that extra push and that extra feel for that said weapon, you definitely need to use, like, you know, just somewhat of your imagination to actually sit here and enjoy for what, you know, you're trying to make the gun actually be. Oh my god, get me out, please. I want to go home. I forgot this map was even in the game to begin with. What the heck? Got a harp. Its ACR is absolutely just insane. Like, the recoil control is just so easy. No, I lose that, bro. What? Are we like high? What is? Oh my god! Like, basically jumped into his sight. Oh, that's actually annoying and very dumb. But I'm pretty sure there's so many other guns in this game that I haven't even like came across that are like, you know, premises of like OG COD weapons. I've done a few. Only one I remember recently doing was the Cuda from Black Ops 3, because the compact SMG was basically, you know, the Cuda from BO3. And those were also one of those guns where you kind of have to use your imagination to, because obviously it wasn't the Cuda, but it basically looked like the Cuda. That was pretty much all I needed to get the actual go for that said conversion of that weapon. But like I said, as long as you get the look of it, you're actually perfectly fine. But a lot of guns that they do add nowadays in Call of Duty are basically some of the weapons from the original games, but they don't give them the actual name. I think because it has something to do with like copywriting or just like publishing, some weird thing where they just don't want to give the guns the name, or basically just pay for said name of the weapon. So basically just add them back to the game with a completely different like look or completely different name to it. And sure, that's perfectly fine or whatever the case may be, but you know, actual Call of Duty fans will actually sit here and try to make it into like an OG weapon. That's basically what I'm doing here with this ACR right now. What is this flat jacket again? Yo, bro, I don't care, he should be dead. Look how close that war machine was to his feet. Are we like insane, bro? Like, flat jacket should not save you that much from a war machine. I'm sorry, that streak's way too good for that to happen, I swear. Oh my god, you just can't beat it. You simply just can't beat it. Like, this it's just unbeatable. Like, the ACR is just one of the most iconic assault rifles in Call of Duty, and somehow, someway, every year we tend to get it back. So maybe I personally need to just go back to the OG COD, like MW2, and just try to experience the ACR, I guess, like, quote unquote, in its prime, even though the game will technically be very much dead. But if I could just go in there, play it for a little while, and actually see what the ACR was like, then I probably would get why it is like so popular nowadays. Like I said, somehow, someway, every year we tend to somehow, someway get another version of the ACR, like, no matter what. Obviously, the ACR in this weapon isn't even a Treyarch game, it's literally a Infinity Ward's gun. So it all just mixes and meshes all well together. I got another heart, bro. I don't lie to you, this thing's damn near cheating, bro. It just doesn't move. Oh my god, kablammed. Oh my god. Oh yeah, we got them in the spawn trap. We literally have them in the spawn trap. Hold on, I might get another nuke. If I get another one, bro, oh my god. At this point, it just has to be believed that this thing just gives you powers. Okay, we have enough time to play smart. I said play smart, bro, and I still end up getting blitzed through the middle of the map. What? We have a heli, my teammates all over the place. How is he just in the middle of the map relaxing with his feet up? That actually makes no sense. All right, so that's enough Black Ops 6 for me today. Honestly, we completed everything when it came down to the ACR here. The ACR is just absolutely just insane. No matter how you just put it, it's just one of the best assault rifles no matter what. And of course, the Kilo basically is the ACR, so just basically just a whole different name. But it's all just in the family tree when it comes down to Call of Duty. But if you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to drop a like on the video. Subscribe to if you guys are brand new. I'll see you guys in the next one.